from our reasoning, I would say. Because the reasoning is also a violence against the body.
Sure.
Okay, the defect body makes it impossible to reason.
That's right.
That's clear. But that is maybe the good news about it. Maybe we should learn also not to reason about the body if we are not ill. Also, if we are not forced. Now we are forced to encounter the truth of the body, if you want, you know, in illnesses. So my question is, if it's not just, it could be read what you say as a kind of, yeah, look, all of us encountered this kind of how the body will forget us, and it's a lost body. But the lost body could have also a lesson about how to treat the body in a better situation. Treat it by let it be. Let the body be. That is my question. Is there a way? Ich sehe in German. So.
Ja, bitte.
Right. Ich frage mich, ob diese traurige Geschichte, die du erzählst, eigentlich doch eine frohe Botschaft enthält. Dass uns der zerstörte Körper, in der Zerstörung begriffene Körper, hilft zu verstehen, was wir dem Körper immer schon angetan haben in guten Zeiten. Dass wir ihn für alle möglichen Zwecke benutzt haben, die gar nicht seine Welt waren. Also ich meine, you may hate the body now, but this is only the other side of the love we had once for the body. And both love and hate may be both unjustifiable.
I'd like to think of what you're saying as an intervention and a remark. I don't know if in an uncritical way it can be a question and answer here, because don't forget that I'm trying to work with what cannot be learned. You're learning, which is fabulous, but really it exceeds the limit which I was positing, which is that there's a certain dumb impassiveness, and there's no lesson to be learned at this level of questioning. Of course, one can learn certain little things like not to eat meat or something, but or cheese or bacon and whatever they feed you here, right? But no, but this is, I'm resisting. I like your intervention. I like what you're saying. I'm sorry you think it's a sad story, because it's actually also, as you said, a kind of freeing up from certain, you know,
I wanted to
claims.
point to this
that's helpful.
ambiguity in which we really, because otherwise you go home and you just can kill yourself, you know, in order to avoid what is coming for all, what we all have to.
No, you don't have to kill yourself.
No? But at least you can do it your way.
Yeah,
you know?
it's happening.
The lesson.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Discussion, please. Yes.
Thank you. I need to, you know, I'm a real child of Nachträglichkeit and the après coup, so I'll have an answer tomorrow, first thing in the morning, at your desk, on your desk.
I have a little addition on a question. In all your analysis of Dostoevsky, you're missing a tremendous body there, which is the Staret Zosima in the Brothers Karamazov. Is the only healer in all Dostoevsky's literature.
That's right.
He's a major healer. He dies. He's the mentor of Kolya Karamazov, who's the only innocent brother, the only one who did not kill his father. And when he dies, he stinks. Yeah. Families from all over Russia who have been healed by him come to his funeral, and he stinks. Kolya Karamazov stands by his funeral, and when he walks away, his brother says, "You are an idiot. How can you take the smell?" So,
that's right.
I mean, it's a tremendous quote, and it's a tremendous thing in there.
Yeah.
It's the only dead body that takes a full chapter in the Dostoevsky novel. So don't miss it. And the other thing that I would like you to trace a parallel. A lot of the things you were saying remind me a lot of Maurice Blanchot, or maybe a lot of the things you say that he was saying. So maybe the question is for you. But but since you're giving the talk, that would be addressed to you. I remember Blanchot saying, the Holocaust is beyond history. We can't think the unthinkable. When we think on these dead bodies, all we can do is die. We cannot think beyond. It's unthinkable. It's the absolute of history. So I don't know where we can trace a parallel between the stupidity of the body or the stupidity of illness and that.
Well, you're saying two things that seem a little different there. That it reminds you of Blanchot, and then you give something that can't be called an example or a citation. You that has everything and nothing to do with, it's an honor to be reminded that I should prompt a reminder of Blanchot. And of course, I'm a reader of Blanchot, as we all are. And I actually, that was one of the projects for this course. We were going to do the Entretien Infini as our text and the space of our encounter. But I'm not sure what you're asking me, what your demand is. That it reminds you of Blanchot.
Blanchot's
it could remind you of
unthinkable.
Okay.
Blanchot's of unthinkable in history in relationship to your idea of the body.
Well, I think that I'm not working with the unthinkable at all at this point. There's a certain station before the unthinkable where I get off. And exactly. And this would be something that I've worked on very often and in my work, which is to say that there is a limit, and Benjamin names it too, but I prefer not to, I actually, there's no way to articulate it, that's why I'm stuttering. There's no grammar to hold what I'm going to say, and I'll just say it in the form of a hypothesis. But I find the unthinkable, or the trope of the unthinkable, a problem. And I reject it provisionally. I don't mind, so to speak, when Benjamin talks of a certain limit which creates in his mind Denkfaulheit. In other words, a lethargy of mind occurs. So, which is to say, there's a kind of effect of a drug that just stupefies and means that we're not thinking. I'm more invested in Heidegger's question, why is it that we are still not thinking?